Hello and good Tuesday morning, everybody. It is October the 8th, and I'm Chris Allen here on the SAM channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, I didn't have an update for you yesterday. We had some technical issues, even on the radio side. So I didn't do my radio show, and I didn't do this yesterday. But I'm back now. So onward we go, and of course, the big story is going to be Hurricane Milton. And let me tell you, this is going to be one that's going to be talked about for years to come, kind of like Katrina and some of the big storms. Here I can tell you, let me just put you at ease. For those of you that live in Bowling Green, Southern Kentucky, the Mid-South region, really all of Kentucky, Tennessee, anybody that's near or around the region, no effects, none whatsoever from Milton. We will not be seeing any wind. We will not be seeing any rain. We will not be seeing any kind of effects from Hurricane Milton. That storm is going to go east across the central and southern parts of Florida, and therefore it will have no effect on our weather. So I just wanted to put that right up front. As you could see by the Plano cam, everything's looking good, and it feels nice and crisp out there this morning, and it's going to stay that way for a while. So let's get on with the very latest about Milton, and I've got it here. And a special look, and I've got even some live cams here as of just after 8 o'clock Central Time this morning. Here is the very latest on what is now Category 4 Hurricane Milton, with winds at 145 miles per hour. And as you can see, it's going to take that path that is going to put it right up toward the Tampa Bay area. Seems to be where this storm is most likely to make some major impact. And the thing is that it is forecast, as you see there, to deepen. It was Category 5 last night, and now it is back to Category 4, but it is expected to go back to a Category 5 storm. And then, as you see, it's going to roll east right across central Florida and then out into the Atlantic, still as a very strong storm as we get into Thursday and Friday. So I just wanted to show you that path. Let me back it up again. So those of you that may not have noticed where the path is going, I'll play that, but I'll also show you some of the webcams. Here is Tampa, just outside of Tampa Bay, Shady Hills. You can see folks, if you look to the right here, you can see folks going up the interstate. A lot of that's going on. Here is Sky Lake, for those of you that know where that is, some of the toll roads there. Let's go further south. Osprey. Yeah, that's a nice place. Casey Key Gulf in the Gulf of Mexico, of course. The west banks of Florida. Beautiful right now, but some of those high clouds that you're seeing there are some of the high clouds associated with Hurricane Milton. Now we go a little bit further south. You can see I-75, which has been jammed up for the last day or so with heavy traffic going north because of the mandatory evacuations. Things are looking a little bit better there. So, I mean, we've got all kinds of ways to look at, what's going on and what will be going on as a result of Hurricane Milton. But again, let me back this up a little bit more here. We're going to watch the center of Hurricane Milton, and it's going to become a Category 5 storm again. Here we go into tomorrow morning. Look Look at that, 965, then 971. So, and when it gets that low, I mean, that is just so powerful of a storm. And you see it's going to land pretty much in the Tampa Bay area. And the concern is that, you know, anywhere from St. Pete to Holmes Beach, Largo, Tampa, you know, the problem is with the circulation. Let me back that up so you can see the circulation as it comes in right there. That's Thursday morning at 5 a.m. That's where the center of the storm looks to be. St. Pete Beach, Kenneth City, Reddington Shores. If you're familiar with this Tampa Bay area, the circulation is going to be such that it's going to throw water inland and around. And so in these bay areas, this is where the storm surge is going to be the worst. And that's unfortunate for those folks in those areas. So I would say right now, Tampa, Tampa Bay, Sarasota, maybe down to St. Pete. That's going to be kind of the window where the eye wall will come through. And it will be a bit weaker. We're thinking it could go down to a category 4 or 3 before it makes landfall, but it's going to go back to a category 5 today while it's still out in the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. So I wanted to bring you that update. And again, you see there that it's pretty much taking dead aim at Tampa Bay and that general area. Again, let me emphasize for those of you that have just joined me, this is not going to affect our weather at all here in southern Kentucky like Helene did. It gave us some rain, it gave us some wind, and then the flooding in the Carolinas. No, Milton will not do that. So that's great news for those still trying to clean up in the Carolinas from what Helene did. And it's good news for us that we're not going to see any effects here. In fact, I know that a lot of people this week took fall break and went down to places like Destin and Pensacola and some of those places. They're going to be fine. They're going to be on the far western edge of the panhandle of Florida. And I don't see any effects there except maybe some high tides and maybe some breezy conditions. But as far as getting effects from the hurricane, the far western panhandle of Florida should not get anything unless something changes with the path. But I don't see that happening. The models are pretty consistent on this going where it's going. And, it's going to be historic, and it's going to be record breaking, and it's going to be one of those, like I said, that it's going to be one of those hurricanes that we talk about for years and years to come, kind of like Katrina. It's not a good forecast and not a good idea to go there. All right, let's get back to our weather now. And it is just absolutely beautiful. It feels good, but it kind of makes you feel bad if you think about it, about the folks that are about to get hit by that storm. And we're basking in clear skies and a very nice fall-like atmosphere and the cool readings and the low humidity. Yeah, I mean, it's just perfect. Check out those numbers this morning from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. Some upper 40s. Even a few around here, which, wow, it was just to feel that this morning was awesome. Look at that, 49 in Butler County, 46 down on the Cumberland River this morning in Cumberland County, 49 over in Trigg County, and with the dew points also being in the upper 40s to low 50s. It's the reason why yesterday felt so good, and today is going to feel just as nice. I really don't see any change coming to southern Kentucky's weather or middle Tennessee anytime soon, because it's just, we're locked in to a big high pressure ridge and it's not going anywhere. It's going to sit to our west over the next few days and just keep us in the bright sunshine and the dry weather and the cooler weather as well. In fact, look at this. We've got another big cool down coming. Do you see? Do you see that? By Monday of next week, we're going to get another front that's going to come through on Sunday, just like this past Sunday that brought us the nice weather that started yesterday and is going to go all this week. We're going to be in the 70s, lows in the 40s at night. And you may wonder why. If we're going to be in the 70s, even close to 80, why is it going to get into the 40s at night? Keep in mind, we're in October and the nights are longer. The days are continuing to get shorter and the nights are continuing to get longer. Therefore, we have longer time for the heat of the day to escape, and that helps the temperatures fall into the 40s. You get a cloud-free sky at night and radiational cooling takes over, and there you go, mid to upper 40s at night, maybe even cooler than that in some areas. 80s Saturday, Sunday until that next front comes through. I can tell you that front does not contain rain. It's just going to be another front like the one that came through on Sunday, and it's just going to cool us down. But look at those numbers next week. Low to mid 60s for high temperatures for the first time this fall. And look at those low 40s, even maybe some upper 30s. Could we see the first frost next week? It's possible. Those numbers could be adjusted a little bit colder. It is possible. And it's around the 10th of October, 10th to the 15th of October, when we normally see the first frost of the season. It is a very good possibility that that's going to happen in the middle of next week. So, yeah, how about that? Fall is finally here. I don't see any more 90s like we had the other day. That was a bit of an anomaly, a real big anomaly. It wasn't record breaking, but it was a bit unusual. Here's a look at the maps, and you're not going to see much happen here as I go through time. High pressure in control as we go through today, this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, Thursday. There's a weak front that slips by, but not really much of a front. Some fog the next few mornings, I do believe. Here's Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, Monday. No rain, just a front that's going to come through that's going to cool us off even more and bring some more of that fall-like, refreshing, very nice air that's going to be with us for, looks like, a while. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. I'm on the radio at Sam 100.7, and of course, I'll be on your TV and on the News40 app tonight at 5, 6, and 10 on NBC 40 and CBS. Again, thanks for watching and have a great Tuesday.